Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and I thought I would show you this really cute spinner card, and I will make one for you guys too. So I'm going to show you how it works and what it looks like, and then we're going to make this, well, pretty much the same card. So are you ready? On the outside it says, "Which way is the candy?" And then you open it up, and the little frog moves around, and he all wiggles and jiggles, and he's just, oh, but I got his little leg caught. Oh, sorry, little frog. I thought, oh gosh. So he just spins around like that. Isn't that cute? Let me try to do it again where his leg won't be caught. Of course, when I'm trying to show you guys something, it messes up. Okay, let's try it again. We're gonna open it up. Yay! Oh my goodness, his leg got caught again. What am I doing to make his leg caught? Maybe I should spin it the other way. We'll see if that works. Crazy thing. Come on, little frog. I did it like 16 times before I showed you guys, and it worked every time. There it goes. Yay! So it's just really cute, and this little frog I think is really cute too. So let me show you how to do it. So you're going to need a piece of designer cardstock that is cut at 4 by 5.15 by 5 1/4, and then you're going to need a piece of regular cardstock that is cut at 11 and then scored, or it's 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. And then you need another piece of white cardstock for the inside that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I also have a little piece for the sentiment, and then I also have 2 little frogs that I've already cut out and colored. And I have my stamp set. Oops. I think I have my stamp set. What did I do with my stamp set? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's right here in front of me. I'm using this stamp set, and I'm using this cute little witch that is part of the stamp set. So you're going to need a scrap of white cardstock so that you can put the witch on it. So let me find some cardstock. This should work. I want to put this little witch on it, and I'm going to stamp her first. And I'm just using basic black. And then I'm going to stamp it down. And actually that one looks pretty good, so I don't need it for this next one. I do need to clean this stamp off. I'm going to use this Stampin' Scrub to do that. And I've gone ahead and cut, or stamped her again a little bit, at least just the area that I needed, on a piece of Post-it paper, and then I cut it out to the line where the Post-it paper is. So you want to make sure you cut her body out, and I save these when I do this because this is going to make it appear like the cat is behind her. Then I'm just going to lay this down, hopefully you guys can see this okay, right on her image so that it totally matches up exactly as though, as though I didn't do anything. And then I'm going to take the cute little kitty cat, and I'm going to put it down where I want it. And I actually have his tail from the other one, so I kind of can follow that. And then I pick it up and I can stamp him down. And if you think that it stamped well, then you're done. But if it doesn't stamp well, you can re-ink and stamp again. That's another beauty of having this contraption called the Misty. And it stands for the most incredible stamping invention. I think that's right. Stamping. I don't know. The T stands for something. Most incredible stamping tool invented. I think that's correct. So once you've gotten it stamped, you're going to take off the little post-it note. And look, it's like magic. The little kitty cat looks like it's behind her little robe. Or what? That's not a robe, her cape, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and score this and burnish it. And I will do everything to this here in just a little minute. I'm just putting this stuff to the side. And I need to color my little girl. So I am not a color tutorial person at all, but I am going to just start in and start coloring. So these are alcohol markers. They are similar in some ways to the Copic markers. They are not Copics, but they blend well. I think all alcohol markers are supposed to blend well. And I also kind of did her hair the same way, so I'm going to go ahead and color in her hair. So her hair and the broom are the same color. That's not really how it's going to be. Okay, so once you have that colored, I have a little piece of scrap out here so I can kind of color that to see what color things are. And I need to color her skin, so let me do that next. And on her skin, I'm only going to use this one color. So I'm going to try to darken up the edges and lighten up the middle of her face a little bit. Okay. And I think that's the end of that one. This is the yellow. I'm also going to take a brown. Oops, not that side. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to kind of color in some of this yellow. And I'm going to color in the little rope things. And I'm also going to color in the broomstick. Now I'm going to take that yellow again. Alright, so I'm just trying to blend it so that there's no like real line, but how you can see it's a little darker. So this is an even darker brown. And I think that looks okay. Sometimes I let it dry a little bit just to make sure. Is this the one? I'm getting it a little too saturated. It's starting to run into the hat, but that's okay. Thank goodness the hat is going to be a dark or a black color, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right. It's a little fuzzball. Thought for a second it was a little bug, but it's not, thank goodness. Okay, so now I'm going to take my lighter gray. I don't know which one that is, so I'm checking them both. It's this one. And I'm going to color her whole hat and her cape. Gosh, I kind of got a little out of hand with that broom, trying to make it the color I wanted. And I'm still not sure that I'm happy with it. So I'm just coloring away, coloring away. I do enjoy coloring. I swear everything I need to know I learned in kindergarten. I've heard that before and it's so true. Coloring, working with people. And all the other things that I can't think of right this minute because I'm getting tired. It is 12:43 in the morning. Oh, and I need to color her little cape thing. Should we tell her that nobody wears these anymore? And I'm going to color the inside too, and I'm not going to color the inside darker. I'm just going to leave it this lighter gray. And I think that only the people that were in the know about markers and stuff would know that these aren't the same color and that they that I only used one color on some of the areas. going to go ahead and color her boots too. I was just thinking that they have a coloring contest at work, or it's like a contest, and then you have to do certain things. I could say we should do a coloring contest, but then that would mean I'd have to step up my game and really try to help understand how color works and all of that. And I'm really not there yet. I'd rather spend my time playing than investigating something that I don't know yet. Not that I don't love to learn, just that sometimes I like to play too. And I have all this new stuff to try. More still on the way. Thank you, Ally. We can just color these whatever color you like, and then I'm going to take the lighter gray again and go over these areas just to help blend it. Okay, and then once you have that done, you can go on to another. I think I'm going to do her hair. I think this is the color I like. A little blonde witch is turning brunette. Sorry guys, I'm not talking. I'm concentrating on my coloring. Trying to make sure it's a good job. I think that's kind of cute. And now let's see, I'm gonna do a purple hat band. Alright, and then I'm going to paint her, or color her little socks. One of the stripes will be purple. And her arm has stripes as well. And then I'm going to do the other one in green. Or in orange. Whatever this color is. See, kindergarten again. And I think I might do her dress in orange. Just to make it a little bit different from the last card, but also just fun. I just remembered that I was going to do her little jacket, or her little dress in green. I totally forgot that. Oh well, it's okay. Orange is cute. And I need that dark gray again to do the little cat. I'm trying to be extra careful around his eyes. And I just went ahead and colored his nose, and then I'll go over it again here in a little bit. So I'm just coloring. This might be a really boring card to watch, or it could be really interesting if you like to watch people color. That might keep your interest too. And then I'm going to take the black, and I'm just going to kind of highlight some areas, but you can't really even tell because it's so dark already. But I know it's there, so. And then I have a little pink that I got for his ears. And then I just went over it with this little light. I think this is the one. And is this the color that I did her little, no, I did that in a yellow. Did I already put that back? I did this belt buckle or hat buckle, whatever it's called, in a bright yellow. I think I'm going to go over some of this in this same yellow. And then I'm going to take the darker one, or a dark one. It doesn't have to be the darkest or anything, just a dark brown to go over these again. And then once you have it how you want it, which that one looks all right, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to put my markers back. And I need to cut this out. Oh, and before I do that, I'm going to take my multi-liner, and I can still see where the nose is, kind of, so I'm just going to outline it with that so that I have it. And I don't know if you can see that any better or not, probably not, but we know it's there. And now let's cut this little girl out. And I'm just going to leave a little bit of white space around her if I can. And I know I say this usually when I'm cutting, but when you're cutting something, turn the paper, not your scissors, and it will make it so much better. It goes quicker, it runs smoother, and it seems to work better. I'm going to go in here because I accidentally cut that, or drew outside the line, so I just wanted to cut that off. If it's a little bit, it's not a big deal, but that was a big line. And it's not a big deal that I go outside the lines because, you know, that happens. It's coloring. And I'm just coloring, or cutting and cutting and cutting. There we go. So once she's cut out, you're really on the way, almost done. I am going to put dimensionals on the back. So she'll be ready for me to stick down as soon as I'm ready for it. Okay, so then once I have the dimensionals on there, I don't think I need this anymore. I do need my paper piercer, which is just this little hole thing, hole maker. And I'm going to put the white piece down where I want it on this sheet. And then I'm going to pick it up. So I'm holding both of them together, the inside of the card and this card base. I'm just going to poke a hole right in the middle. And I'm just eyeballing it, but so now there's a hole there and there, and this is going to get stuck to this side, and then there's a hole in both of them. So you need a piece of thread or string, and this happens to be silver, I don't know what it's even called, silver string or something like that. And oh, did I lose my I lost my little tape. Oh, here it is. I'm like, how could I have lost that? And you don't need a ton. That's too much, really. This is going to be way too much too, but let's just go ahead and go with it. So let me put this back down to hold that. And I'm going to cut this off. And you're going to take it and put your string through the outside. And I just take a regular piece of tape and hold this down. And then I'm going to take another regular piece of tape, so I'll have that ready. And I'm going to stick this string through the middle of the card and tie that down. I'm going to put that one down pretty good, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this down on the card where I think I'd want it, but I'm not sticking it down yet, and I'm just playing with it to see how far open I want it to be, and I want it to open a little bit less than that. So what I'm going to do, since I didn't put this string down quite all the way, I'm going to take it and just pull. And that actually looks pretty good. So I'm going to now put this down pretty good. And I'm going to trim that end off just because it's a little long. And I'm just using my ATG gun for this, and I'm just going to put tape on all of the edges and then a little bit in the middle, and I'm going to put tape down in the middle or on the string of this just to make sure that it sticks well. And then I'm going to center this on top just like that. And then I'm going to take my little witch pull off all of the dimensionals and then stick it down in the middle. So you can see how you could use any image, or this could be any occasion as you'd like. Once you get all of those off, I'm just going to put it in the middle here. And then I'm going to take my Which Way is the Candy and put some tape on the back of that. And then I'm going to put this down here. That's not very straight. Oh, lordy. All right. That looks a little better. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and just put it on this side for a minute while I stamp the edges, or glue the edges. And I've taken it all the way around, so I'm just going to take it back all the way around. Be sure to get that string. And then once you have your tape on there, you can go ahead and place this down in the middle of your card. And then the key to this is to have two images that are symmetrical. So you can put them back to back and they look like that's just one, has a front and back. Now you could also stamp it so that you stamp the reverse image, but that takes a little bit of practice and a little bit of know-how, and I think it's best done with a little bit of extra stamping materials too, because you kind of need a stamp that is blank so that you can use it to put your image on it. I'm just tucking in all of the excess glue that I have on this stamp. And then what you're going to want to do is put one on one side of the string and one on the other side, and you just want to squish that string right between them. And it may not be perfectly symmetrical when you're putting it on here, but it is good enough. So see, there's the one side and then the other side. Isn't that just cute? So now I'm just going to spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it lots of times. And then I'm going to just close it on itself. And then when you open it, it spins around. Isn't that cute? Well, when I just opened it, a little bit of the tape got stuck on it. So what I'm going to do is take my little handy dandy powder tool and just go over the edges of this. Alright, that seems to work. So let's try it again, shall we? Let's twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Okay, so then you open it up. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, I really like this technique. Then you can write whatever you want on the inside of the card. And this is just a really cute, pretty easy card that you guys can do too. So thanks for watching and have a very nice day. Bye-bye.